Hello people, Suffolk Sport Glide Rider here. In all my videos, please remember I'm not a professional filmmaker or videographer, I'm purely an amateur. But thanks for watching. Okay, I've been asked how you look up the diagnostic codes on a 2018 Softail. Looked myself on YouTube and can't find any videos for the 2018 Softail range, only on older bikes. So we all know on the left hand handlebar we have the button that will scroll through various things in our digital display, mileage, trip, rev counter, etc., and the clock. So what we do, with the engine off, you press and hold that trip button, press and hold it, turn the ignition on, you see it then go through its check-in cycle for various things and all the lights, and it comes up with Diagnostic. What you then do to move on to the next one, press and release the trip button twice. Then it comes up with electronic control module, no faults. Press and release once. Body control module, no faults. Speedo, no faults. ABS, no faults. And back to the beginning, no faults. If there was a fault, you would then press and hold the button and it would then come up with a fault number, tell you what the fault is. Press it again and it would then come up with the part number you need to order from Harley. But that is it, no faults on this bike. So if, like me, you have your Vance & Hines Fuel Pack 3 fitted on the bike, you can look up your fault codes through that, or the faults through that. Checking for firmware, here we go. So you scroll through, find maintenance, and in maintenance you've got your service odometer or read trouble codes. Click on that. So at this moment, no codes. So you can look on that first if you like, if you've got it fitted, and then just check with the bike if you're not too sure. But that's how to look up the diagnostic fault codes on a 2018 Milwaukee 8 Softail range. So put in Harley Davidson diagnostic codes in Google. You come up with a big long list of various sites to look at, and this one in particular, DG Custom Cycle. And that is 04 to present, and it will then show a huge list of codes through ABS, sensors and motors, huge list of codes, battery, ignition, light and accessories. So yeah, that is a good one to look at for various codes, so you know what has gone wrong with your bike, if anything. Let's hope nothing does go wrong. Okay, so while we're out at the bike, another thing that these Milwaukee 8 2018 models have is called EITMS, Engine Idle Temperature Management System. If you know what this is, you can stop watching at this point, but if you're not sure, keep watching. What it is, it's a all electronic system built in so that when you're stuck in traffic going below about 2 miles an hour, with the revs below about 1200 revs I think it is, and the engine is overheating when it reaches a predetermined temperature, it will cut off the fuel injector to the rear cylinder. So that rear cylinder then just becomes an air pump. So by just pumping air around, that's going to help cool the oil, which in turn will help cool the front cylinder as well. So very clever system, but it can be turned on and off. Why, I don't know, but they've designed it so it can be turned off. Personally, I wouldn't want it turned off. When I checked my bike, it was in fact off, so it is now on. Quite simple to check it. What you do is you turn the ignition on and you roll the throttle off. Turn the throttle against the spring. It goes another 1/4 of an inch to go all the way off. Turn it off and then you see, I'll do it again and hold it. You have to hold it for 3 seconds. You can now see what would normally be your cruise control light flashing orange. If it's flashing orange, it is turned off. So just release the throttle, roll it off, pushing it all the way forward again for 3 seconds, and that light will now come back on green. There it is in the green. So that means that my engine idle temperature management system is turned on. Let go of the throttle, it will stay on no matter how many times you turn the ignition on and off. It will only alter if you've actually rolled the throttle off and held it for 3 seconds. Me personally, I never roll the throttle off like that. I'll release it if I want to slow down, but I've never actually rolled it right off to close the fuel flow. So depends how you ride, I suppose, but that is a very important thing. It will help stop the engine overheating. Why you can actually turn it off, I don't know. It's the sort of thing I thought would have been left permanently on, because it's going to save your engine from seizing if it does overheat that much. So very clever system really. We'll cut off the fuel injector to the rear cylinder. So that rear cylinder then just becomes an air pump. So by just pumping air around, that's going to help cool the oil, which in turn will help cool the front cylinder as well. So very clever system really. Well, that's it for this video, folks. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And thanks to all those that have subscribed. Catch you soon. Stay safe.